out so many sort of huge talent, all really young as well.
Especially in the last couple of years,
So what is it? Is that they're really good at spotting great people, or is the training just so amazing?
I think the training is good. I got more just from kind of hanging out with other singers and other like musicians and just other creative kids, you know. It's really inspiring going to school with kids that want to do something with themselves.
But your guys are really like individual as well.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
don't know
that
what it
typical
is.
stage school kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess maybe they do spot something in people. And I think it's also a lot of luck though, you know. I think because Amy came out, a lot of people kind of interested in the Brit School.
Right.
But you never do auditions there or anything like that, you know, for record companies or anything.
So, as you said, Amy Winehouse went there, but, you know, she's sort of having a difficult personal past, but, you know, phenomenal career. You've never sort of fallen into that trap, it seems, of, you know, being photographed, falling out of clubs or getting involved in things you shouldn't get involved in.
Yeah.
Is that something that your mum's been a big part of, sort of keeping you on the right path? Because you're very close, aren't you?
Yeah, my mum's my best friend. Yeah, I love her. It's more the embarrassment of my nana calling and being like, what were you doing? She used to only read one paper, but now she gets them all, like, every day.
Right.
Yeah, I think she gets the London papers up, like, I think she gets them up to Wales, or down to Wales, rather, and looks through them. So, yeah, I'm more embarrassed about what my nan might think.
It's a hell of a lot of success, isn't it, to deal with at your age?
20,
You know, and you've been to America, you've been on the Jay Leno show, and you're touring America next year.
Yeah, January,
Because
yeah.
that's like massive.
It is.
Are you confident you'll still be able to keep your feet on the ground?
Yeah, I reckon so. You know, everyone that works with me is the same, like, people that have always been working with me. So it's just nice for them, you know, so I don't really want to mess up for anyone, really.
I remember reading that you said that when you were in LA, I think you were doing a video shoot or something, and you realised that you were sort of trying to walk from A to B in a straight line, and people were giving you a huge, you know...
It was amazing. It was so good. It was like the first time. It was the first time, and like someone had a straw for my water, and I was like, oh my gosh. Yeah, it was my first music video. I loved it at the time, but now I'm a bit like, no, stop it. I don't like it. Yeah.
You said your album's autobiographical about your life. Is it in what way?
It's all about a relationship that I had when I was like 18.
All about your relationship.
Yeah.
So
was
was
that
it
the
hard?
chasing pavement things?
Yeah.
Because you were running away or something?
Yeah, we got in a bit of a scuffle in a club. Well, I got in a scuffle with him, rather. I got kicked out and ran away on my own in Tottenham Court Road and sort of come up with the phrase, like, you're just chasing the pavement, you're a bit of a nutter. So, yeah.
Is he back on the scene now or not?
No, not in a lovely way. No, not at all.
Do you think about the whole X Factor thing that we were talking about earlier on? Because you were there, weren't you?
Every Saturday.
We were on Saturday night.
I loved it so much, yeah. I've never missed an episode since Pop Idol.
Oh,
Like
wow.
one. No, that was years ago.
What do you think of Simon? Were you
I love
nervous at
Simon.
first?
I was really scared cause I met him on the Extra Factor because he came up with Scott. I mean, back in the day, I used to think he's a bit of a meanie, but I think he's kind of softening up now. But I love him. I love everyone.
What about Scott? I mean, he was gutted, wasn't he?
Oh,
He wasn't angry. He was...
I thought it was a bit... Whenever I've seen it at home, I always thought it was a bit staged, but it was so real. Me and my makeup guy, we were crying.
Really?
Like, yeah! It's really, really intense.
But what about that emotion? What about that thing? What about the thing?
Yeah, me and Louis.
I like the biting on the finger bit of
Yeah.
What about the kind of the emotional stories versus the actual, you know, singing ability? What do you think?
I thought on Saturday, I thought that Scott and Daniel's performance was the best of theirs of the whole series so far. I thought that because their voices aren't kind of as big as everyone else's, I thought that it actually really suited Big Band Week. And it was kind of impressive without them having to do all the wailing and all the big notes and stuff.
Yeah.
But I did think that Scott was better than Daniel. But I think that Daniel's performance was more heartfelt. And I think in order to kind of do this and get away with dealing with it, you have to have an emotional connection with it. So I think that's why everyone chose.
That's why you won.
I love her.
I think that's why everyone chose
Would you have
him.
done X Factor?
Yeah, probably. I mean, you know, when it came out, I was 12. So they didn't up the age until a couple of years ago. So I went to the Brit School, and then the MySpace thing happened, the internet kicked off, so I didn't... there was other outlets at the time, but I would love to do it. I'd be quite happy to give this all up and start again and go...
Would you get back to the audition?
It was so fun.
Who's your favourite singer in it?
Well, my favourite's Alexandra, but Laura blew me away on Saturday, and Diana, and Rachel at last, man. She got a good song at last. I love her. I love all of them. And Ruth, oh, I love them all.
We love you.
I love you and Simon, but I reckon Cheryl's going to win this year.
I think you're right.
Adele, you're going to stick around and perform live for us, aren't you? Your new single. Thank you so much, Adele.
Thank you.
when the evening shadows and the stars appear, and there is no one there to dry your tears, and I could hold you for 1,000,000 years to make you feel my love. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. I've known it from the moment that we met, no doubt in my mind where you belong. I'd go hungry, I go black and blue, and I go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea, and on the highway of regret. The winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. Nothing that I wouldn't do. Go to the ends of the earth for you to make you feel my love, to make you